If you have ever touched a video game before, you have heard the name Mario. He has become a staple in video gaming over the past 40 years now, and he has had many games in his lineup. And of course, I'm sure there are a plenty amount of people who have done this already, but as for myself, a freshman in college right now, I have not played all of the Mario games, so I decided to binge all of the ones that I'm considering for this list. Over the past couple of months, for frame of reference, I beat Super Mario Bros. 2 USA the day I graduated high school, before graduation. That's how committed I am to this ranking. Been working on it for a while, and I am very excited to rank all 21 mainline Mario titles. So before we get started, we need to go over a couple of rules for this ranking. So the rules for this ranking: no Mario Kart, no Mario Party, no other spin-offs based on side characters such as Wario Land or Yoshi's Island, and no Mario Maker titles. I'm including Bowser's Fury as its own separate game, and I'm including Super Mario Run for the sake of Nintendo considering Super Mario or Mario Kart Tour its mainline Mario Kart game, so I'm considering Super Mario Run mainline Super Mario game. So without further delay, let's get right into this ranking. So coming in at number 21, last place, unfortunately, is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. So it goes without saying that this is probably everyone's least favorite Mario game ever made. It's not good. It has some of the worst platforming level design I've ever experienced. It's playable because of the fact that it runs on the same engine as the original game, which is so good, but even that game's physics are outdated, and mixed with level design that punishes you for exploring and punishes you for being excited about the video game you're playing, it's just makes for a really awful experience. 20th place is going to go to Super Mario Run, the mobile game. Honestly, I mean, Super Mario Run is not bad. It's probably the best game they could have made for what they were going for, but it is just a mobile Super Mario game. There is not a lot going for it other than the fact that you can play it on the go, but you can also do that with the Switch now, so that's kind of obsolete. It's fun enough to play it. I did not 100% it, but I played all the main levels and beat them. The final Bowser fight's pretty fun, but yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's just kind of whatever, and it's kind of unfair to compare it to the other games in the series because they're like fully fledged console games, but it's better than Lost Levels, so I'll give it that. Number 19 is going to Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. Now I know there's a lot of fans of this game, including my mother. It's one of her favorite video games of all time. She grew up with it, and sure, I have some good memories with it because I beat it for this binge the day I graduated high school. However, it is one of my least favorite Mario games for one major reason, and that is the control system. I don't think it matches the Mario genre very well, and obviously, yes, it's a different game reskinned to look like Mario, but I just don't really vibe with the controls. The music is great, and the level design is really good. The lack of a save feature is a pretty big problem, but I do love that you can play as 4 different characters and they all control differently. Peach is obviously the best, but yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the game. It's not a bad game at all. I think every game from here on out has something to offer. Even Super Mario Run has something to offer and gives you a reason to play it. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 2 USA is up next. Now we've actually come to a game that I'm pretty excited to talk about. 18th place is going to Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, and honestly, I find this game to be more enjoyable than Super Mario Bros. 2. I don't know how much of a hot take that really is, considering it's not very polished, and obviously that the Game Boy limitations doesn't look great. The music is genuinely amazing, and sure, the gameplay is very clunky, and it's not great, but the amount of unique ideas they introduce, such as Tatenga, such as Princess Daisy, the Koopas explode, there's no fire flower, it turns into a bouncy ball. That's actually really interesting, and all the different areas, you go to Easter Island, Egypt, all the different areas, you fly in a spaceship to fight Tatenga at the end. It's just really enjoyable, and it's really fun to play while jamming out to the banger soundtrack. It's just a really enjoyable game for me, even if it's not one of the better Mario games out of the bunch. Number 17 is going to the original New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS. This was the first Mario game I ever played as a kid, and I've 100% completed it several times, so I have very fond memories of playing it on my DS and my 3DS, but on this most recent playthrough for this binge ranking, I got the least value out of it that I ever have before. I don't know why. The boss fights are still really great, and the Mini and Mega Mushroom are interesting. The blue shell is obviously the best power-up, and the Mini Mushroom sucks, but the fact that it's a new power-up in a game is still really interesting. The fact that you have to complete some bosses by being inside Mini Mario form, just to get to certain worlds, is really cool as well. And yeah, I don't know. There's secret exits are cool, boss fights are great, soundtrack obviously slaps. There's never been a bad Mario soundtrack, I don't think, but I don't know. I got a lot less value out of it this time around than before, so this is where it is on the ranking. Still like it, not exactly my favorite. Oh, and I forgot, the little jingle that plays after you get a flagpole is actually incredible.
So nice.
We certainly have been talking about a lot of 2D Mario, so let's go ahead and move on and get started with my least favorite 3D Mario game. Super Mario 3D Land is commonly referred to as the black sheep in the 3D Mario department, and I don't want to say for good reason, because that would sound mean, but it is my least favorite 3D Mario, and it's this low on the list. There's just something about it. It lacks level personality to some extent, and like, I couldn't tell you a single level in the game besides the final couple levels. The final Bowser fight's really cool, and I like that they brought back the Tanuki Leaf. But honestly, it's fun to play. Okay, it's fun to play, and I was considering putting it above the next couple games on the list until it made me replay the entire game just with slight tweaks to the levels, which was really irritating to me. But I did it, so yeah. But yeah, it's just an average game, and it is fun to play, and the song that's playing in the background of the video right now is really, really, really good. And I love the level clear sound effect and everything like that. And I like how they tried to incorporate the 3DS's 3D gimmick into some parts of the levels of the game to help find different paths to get star coins and stuff like that. That's really cool. You don't see that a lot in 3DS games, at least that I've played. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, it doesn't really offer much, which is why it's this low on the list. It's really a toss-up between this and the original New Super Mario Bros. For me, but this just feels a little more fun to play, in my opinion. And yeah, it's just a 2D game turned 3D, and it's not even that good of a 2D game to make a 3D game. So that's why it's this low on the list. Okay, coming in 15th place is New Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, I know there could be a lot of backlash about this. It's not a very popular opinion, often noted as one of the weaker Mario games in general. But I gotta stay true to my guns, and as a kid, I have always found this game to be more enjoyable than the first New Super Mario Bros. Game. I don't know why. It's not the coin gimmick. The coin gimmick, it doesn't bother me as much as most people, but it really doesn't do anything for me either. It's kind of fun getting the golden fire flower and the silver fire flower and destroying things and turning them into coins like that. That's kind of fun. But apart from that, the game doesn't really do anything new. I just think the level design purely on a standalone basis is better than the level design overall in the first New Super Mario Bros. Game. Sure, the boss fights are not as creative, but it flows better. You get a Tanuki Leaf. Like, you get a lot more levels. What more could you want from it? Actually, I don't know about a lot more levels, but it just feels like more because you get more worlds, more secret worlds. And yeah, just collecting star coins and all that. The final boss fight is actually better than the New Super Mario Bros. 1 boss fight. So, you can take that into consideration as well. And yeah, it's a really fun Bowser boss fight where you just climb up and down the platforms while he's trying to swipe them away, and you die and whatever. Then you do it again as Dry Bowser at the very end of the game. It's just fun. It's just a fun Mario game. Sure, it's not great. It's not great, but it's well developed. And the New Super Mario Bros. Games get a lot of flack, but at the end of the day, they're well developed video games. People just don't like them because they are burnt out of the exact same thing over and over, which I get that. I am too, but I am nicer on these games than most people because they are well designed, well developed video games. I will say my biggest negative about this game is, and one of my favorite parts about editing this video has been choosing which song for each game to talk about to be in the background while I talk about it, and this one didn't have a clear song that I wanted. Most games do. This one, the soundtrack is mostly reused from the first game, just with little vocals, and it's like, it's probably my least favorite Mario soundtrack, I guess, other than Lost Levels, because it doesn't have any new songs. But yeah, I talked about New Super Mario Bros. 2 a lot more than I thought I was going to, but hey, throwing a Tanuki Leaf, throwing some solid level design on a 3DS, I'ma have some fun. So we've made it to the one that started it all. Coming in at 14th place is the original Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. The most iconic video game of all time. There is no argument to that. Mario is one of, if not the most iconic video game characters of all time, and it is all because of this game. The theme song you're hearing right now. The most easily recognizable song in any video game ever. It was completely revolutionary, and it still holds up. Sure, not graphically, but 8-bit graphics draw some people. They draw me towards them, and I really love replaying the original Super Mario Bros., and that is the reason why I decided to do this ranking. I wanted to replay the original Super Mario Bros. On my NES, and then I said, you know what? I've never played all the Mario games in one sitting before. Let's just binge. Well, not one sitting, of course, but back to back. Let's binge all of them, and that's what I did. And it all started with me wanting to replay this one video game right here. Immaculate level design. It's a shame. It's a shame. The Lost Levels really tartars this. Tartars? We're gonna pretend that made sense. It really tarnishes this game's reputation because it's basically the exact same game, just with extremely poor level design. If you put these two games side by side, they look identical, pretty much. Same music, same sprites, same everything, except for the mushroom, for some reason. Different sprite. But the level design in this game is so much better. 1-1, all of World 2. Sure, 8-4 is a nightmare, but it's good level design. 8-3 actually is the biggest nightmare, but Hammer Bros can stay in hell. Anyway, this game, the soundtrack, not just the song you're hearing, every song is really great. And the level design complements the music. I don't know what it is about the music and the level design mixed in this game, but the way, like the water theme, the castle theme, every single theme song and every single level. Sure, it could get repetitive to some people because it's the same song over and over and over, but that's part of the charm. And yeah, sure, this might seem low for some people, especially people that grew up with this game when it came out, but it's just a testament to show how much this series has progressed and evolved from this format over time. And there's no disrespect towards this game at all, it being in this spot of the list. I'm happy it even got this high. I love Super Mario Bros., and I always will. Such a great game. Coming up in the 13th spot is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now, I know some people might find it crazy that I have this above the original Super Mario Bros., but honestly, it's just a more fun experience to me. They're really neck and neck, but honestly, the inclusion of star coins and secret exits really just makes it's that simple. It just makes this game more enjoyable. There's more to do. The gameplay is more polished. And yeah, I'm not someone that would talk about how the graphics are better, because the original Super Mario Bros., I love the 8-bit graphics, but New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a great game. You get past the motion controls, which aren't even that bad, and then you throw in the propeller mushroom, and you make it a really, really, really fun experience. Not much more to say about this one. It's got one of the best 2D Bowser fights of all time, and that's really all there is to say about it. It's got co-op. I never used that though. I'm a solo gamer, so yeah. That's about it. Coming in at the 12th place spot is New Super Mario Bros. U, just barely edging out New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I think they're really neck and neck. It could go either way. As I understand, a lot of people have nostalgia for Wii, so they'd put it above, or the multiplayer might be better for some people. I don't take that into account. Like I said earlier, I don't know which multiplayer would be better. However, I just know from single player experience, I enjoy New Super Mario Bros. U slightly, very slightly more than I enjoy the Wii game. And that's just because there's more to do. There's more levels, and to me, the Squirrel Acorn power-up is a more balanced, more fun, more mechanical power-up to use. It feels more satisfying to pull off combo jumps with that power-up than it does with the propeller hat or propeller suit. And I know everyone talks about the Da Vinci looking level, but yes, it's beautiful, but it is just one or two levels. That's 2 levels, I think. And yeah, getting every star coin is as amazing as ever, and the boss fight's really good. Not quite as good as Wii, but the final boss fight is really good. The rest of the boss fights are whatever, but the junior ones, the Bowser Jr. fights are really fun. And overall, I think it has the best level design and the best, just overall the best experience out of all of the new Super Mario Bros. Games. And I'm sorry that there's not much to talk about with these 4 games. There was more to talk about with the second one for some reason, but, well, which is actually the 3rd one, but it's a rant for another time. All I really have to say is New Super Mario Bros. U is my favorite, and starting with number 11 on the list, we can talk about games that are actually unique. Like, Super Mario Land was unique, and I liked talking about that. There's certain games in here that I'm enjoying talking about. And even though this is higher up than the original Super Mario Bros., there was more to talk about with that one, specifically for other reasons. From now on, every game has something interesting and exciting, and something I'm passionate about. So I'm excited to delve into number 11. Coming in at 11th place, just outside the top 10, is Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Like, it kind of pains me that this is outside the top 10. I really wanted it to be in the top 10 because of how unique it is and how not a lot of people have it in their top 10 Mario games, but I truly, truly love this game. The level personality is off the charts. Like, it was the first Mario game after Super Mario World, which had some of the best level design and level personality that you've, like, ever seen. And they just go balls to the wall all for it in this game. You have the Robot Mario Kingdom, or zones, or what they're called in this game. You have the tree one, you have the, like, the Halloween looking one with the cemetery, or it wasn't a cemetery, but a creepy looking one. You have the one where you get swallowed by a turtle, the space one where Tatanga makes a cameo. That's really cool. And then obviously the Wario boss fight. I'm probably forgetting a zone, but the Wario boss fight at the end is actually, it's pretty hard, man. And actually, well, the castle before the boss fight is harder than the actual fight, but yeah, the first game that Wario was in, and I don't know, the level personality is great. Of course, it doesn't control the best, but it's like, look at the graphical improvement between the first Mario Land and this one. They only come out like 3 years apart, on the same hardware, by the way. That's just remarkable, and the music is just as great, and yeah, it's just a really, really fun time. It's just so much, it's so unique. Like in the tree zone, I believe it was the tree zone, there's like a little sticky, like either sap or honey in the tree that like slows you down as you're falling through it, and you get stuck to it, like stuff like that. Like, obviously there's still Goombas and Koopas, but like the boss fights are all really cool. And sure, they're very simple, but they're really cool. And the little sound effect, I'm gonna play it right now. The little sound effect that happens when the boss fight starts, like that. It's like, I mean, I might cut that part out, but it's actually incredible. It gets you really pumped for the fights. The Wario fight's really good. Like I said, he uses all the power-ups that you've been using throughout the game against you, and speaking of power-ups, the freaking carrot power-up is the most overpowered Mario power-up ever. And I love it for that reason. But the game as a whole, I'd replay it any day. It's really short, obviously, but it's so much fun. It's really a lot of fun. And I like how if you get a game over, you don't have to restart the whole game, but rather you just have to you lose all the coins that you've got. So you have to go back and beat all the boss fights to get the golden coins back, and then you can get back into the Wario area. That's really cool. Oh, let's also talk about how Mario has a castle, and Wario overthrew the castle. Like, Mario having a castle is actually insane. But yeah, it's such a great game, such a unique game, and I love it so much. Pains me that it's not in the top 10, but the other 10 games are just better in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that this is the last game I gave an 8 out of 10 to, so every game in the top 10 will be a 9 out of 10 or higher. Let's jump right into it. Kicking off our top 10 is Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh my lord, how legendary is this game. Pretty much every 2D Mario game nowadays is inspired by this game, and it was the first truly fantastic Mario game. The original was really, really great, but Super Mario Bros. 3 took that format with the original game and made it 15 times better and evolved it into what Mario is known as today. The gameplay is completely revolutionary, and the fact that it's on the same hardware as the original game graphically is just unbelievable. The Tanuki Leaf is probably the best Mario power-up of all time, and all the different suits you can do, the frog suit, the Hammer Bros suit, all the different suits are really, really fun. And the level design is just at its best here. Not in the entire series, but like for the NES saga. Giant Land is great, the Evil Sun is horrible, but in the best ways. And the soundtrack is the best yet, up until this point. The final Bowser fight is pretty good as well, and we get introduced to all the Koopalings here, except for Bowser Jr., which I don't really even know if he technically counts as a Koopaling, but yeah, I don't know. This game is just amazing. Playing it is so much fun. It was the first Mario game to have a ghost house too, which I know we all love the ghost houses in Mario, but jokes aside, it's one of the best video games of all time. Might be the best game on the console it was released on. And yeah, I thought there would be a lot much more to say about it, but not really. It's just a really solid, it's probably the best example of an early generation Super Mario platform.
Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
Number 9 is going to Super Mario Sunshine. Probably the wackiest Mario game out there, and I am all here for it. You notice that this is only the second 3D Mario on the list? That's kind of insane. Super Mario 3D Land was the first 3D Mario on this list, and we named it a long time ago. Super Mario Sunshine is such a great game. I know it's got flaws. I know a lot of people don't like it. It's definitely for me. Its flaws are whatever. The camera's not good, but it's definitely better than the 64 camera. And Flood is a really, really fun gimmick, and he just really improves the gameplay throughout the entire game. Isle Delfino is such an amazing setting for a Mario game, and like the fact that the whole game is centered around this one tropical island theme is just really, really interesting, and it really immerses you into it. The boss fights are really fun too, and like getting all the shines is, you know, similar to getting the stars in 64, but it's a little more linear than 64 is, which isn't entirely a problem, but I don't know, I'm really indifferent on that. I still love the game. The shine sound effect, oh my god, I'm gonna play it in a couple seconds. The shine sound effect is absolutely insane. But the soundtrack is amazing. The final boss fight against Bowser is good, and
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
the voice acting in this game, it's so terrible, but that's part of the charm. It's part of the charm, and I love it. I love it so much. I love everything. You introduce Bowser Jr. in this game as Shadow Mario, and then you find out it's Bowser Jr. The plot twist that isn't really a plot twist, where you think Peach is Bowser Jr.'s mom, but then you find out that it's not. That's really cool, interesting. And just all the different levels, and how there's so much to do, so many different shines to get in each level. It's just so much to do, so much fun to play. Sure, the blue coins are a mess, and I did not collect them all on my playthrough, but getting all the shines, or as many as I wanted to, and then beating Bowser is just so much fun. Like, I keep saying so much fun, but it really just is fun. You play the game to have fun and to be immersed in this tropical setting. The cutscenes are hilarious, and I don't know, it's just a full package of a wacky, zany, fun time with Mario and the gang. And the levels where they take away Flood kinda suck, but they're also really fun. They suck because they're difficult, but not because they're bad. And the Pachinko level is obviously everyone's favorite level in the whole game. I actually beat it, but it took me a long time. But yeah, the game as a whole is really great. I don't like that people talk down on it, but I do understand it to some extent. I really love it. It's my 9th favorite Mario game. Love Sunshine to death. 8th place is going to Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This feels like an injustice, man. It feels like... there's something so special about this game. It feels like it deserves to be higher. But, like, every other Mario game is also so amazing. Super Mario Bros. Wonder offers the most creative level design, the most charming level personality, and the most utterly joyful Mario experience to date. It's the most recent Mario game, mainline at least, and it just blew me away. I'm sure it blew everyone else away too. All the way from the beginning, you get introduced to the world, the music. Some people complain about the talking flowers. I think they add so much personality to the game. All the characters are so vibrant and expressive. The animation style is so breathtaking. And you can play as like everybody. Like when you thought 3D World had a lot of characters to play as, they just added like 8 more in this game. I played the whole thing as Mario though, of course, but that's just me. The elephant power-up is really interesting. I thought it would come across as gimmicky and not really fun, but you can push stuff a lot faster. You can use your trunk to spray water and destroy things. Oh my goodness. The pipe animation in this game, like when you go through a pipe, like the pipe animation alone shows you how much fun the developers were having making this game and how much joy they were putting into it. And all of that complimenting about the amazing level personality and level design. I haven't even talked about the main thing in this game. The main reason why it's called Super Mario Bros. Wonder and why you're in awe and shock and wonder while you're playing it. And that is the wonder effect. Those flowers transform every level into something completely insane that you never thought would be happening. Case in point, this game has probably my favorite 2D Mario level of all time, being the second level you play in the game, Piranha Plants on Parade. Its wonder effect set the stage for the rest of the game, and just watch it, dude. I love that level so much, man. But the final Bowser boss fight is also really, really cool. The junior fights are probably the worst part of the game, honestly, but the Bowser fight at the very end, the final boss fight, is really good, and it's rhythm-based, so it's really interesting and really fun to play. I've talked about Super Mario Bros. Wonder for a long time now, and I think it's time to move on. I really don't want to. I love it so much. It's so joyful. But we're going to move on to number 7 on the list. Up next at number 7 is Super Mario Galaxy 2. I know there's a lot of people that like the second one more than the first one. I am not one of those people. I still think it's a great game. It's a 9 out of 10, and it's my 7th favorite Mario game of all time, but it kind of lacks the atmosphere and the story that the first one had. But it does a lot of things great too. It really is just more Galaxy, so it's more Galaxy. Galaxy's great. This is going to be great. They add Yoshi, which the addition of Yoshi adds so much. It's so much fun. He's not in every level, but the levels he's in are great. I don't really love Starship Mario, but it's interesting, at least. And the final Bowser fight is great. And they kind of replaced Rosalina with this, like, I don't know his name. Lubba. but this is like big purple star thing. That's a unique choice, I guess. And instead of having to replay the entire game as Luigi, this time you actually just have green stars to find, which unlock more galaxies. So that's really interesting, but there's really not that much for me to say about this one. I'm going to save all my good things to say about it for when I actually get to Galaxy 1. Bowser's Fury is such a great and unique experience. Now, unique might not be the right word for a lot of people, but Bowser's Fury is so much fun. There's only 100 cat shines, so it's a really quick play if you want to 100% it. Even shorter if you only want to beat the main game, you only need 50. But that Bowser boss fight is insane. Bowser's at his most intimidating he's ever been. And the simple premise of Bowser Jr. joining you on your quest to help you get his dad back is actually really, really cute. The gameplay is just the 3D World gameplay, but the platforming design and just like the free roam aspect of it, where everything is one big connected world, is just, I really dig it a lot, and it's one of my favorite Mario experiences. It's number 6 on the list. Yeah, this might be a little high for some people. I just really like it. I don't like it more than the top 5 on the list, but for what it is, it's one of the best Mario experiences that I have experienced, and I've experienced them all, so yeah. The Giga Cat Mario fight is so amazing. Riding Plessy around. Plessy was a great addition in 3D World, so seeing him return, him or her, seeing Plessy return was a great surprise in this game. And riding him around, he's like your form of transport just to Avery Island. It's really amazing. I just love Bowser's Fury. There's not super much to say about it. The cat shines are great. They're designed really well. I like the way they look. And Giga Bowser and Giga Cat Mario are just really, really interesting character designs. Top 5 time. Kicking off our top 5 is Super Mario World. The best 2D Mario game, and the first game on the list to receive a 10 out of 10 perfect score from me. I think this game is immaculate. It has the best level design out of any 2D Mario game. It has probably the best 2D Bowser fight, in my opinion. And the soundtrack, don't even get me started, man. The soundtrack is actually insane. But the way, it all comes down to the way Mario controls. He controls perfectly in this game. They kind of took the perfection that was Super Mario Bros. 3 and the physics in that game and just made him feel even more smooth and even better in this game. And they added one of the most iconic Mario side characters of all time, Yoshi. This was his first appearance, and he's a great, I don't want to say power-up because he's his own character, but he really acts like a power-up. He's a great addition to the gameplay, and I love how in the soundtrack, every time you're riding him, there's like a Yoshi bass that plays in the background to amp up the song. Just, I don't really, like, it's hard to talk about how amazing this game is, because it truly is just amazing. Every level, every world, the secret exits. Again, the soundtrack, man, every song, every single song, in that credits theme. That credits theme is the single best track in any Mario soundtrack ever, in my opinion. It evokes every type of emotion from you, but so does the game. It's just, they put everything into this game, and it's over 30 years old. And it's still one of the best Mario games of all time, and it is still the best 2D Mario game of all time. If you disagree, that's fine, but I think it should be general consensus. It's so good. Everything about it. You fight the Koopalings again. The sprite designs for the characters are a little weird, but I got used to them over time, and yeah, just play the game, man. I 100%ed it. I got all 96, I think it's 96 exits, and I loved every second of it. Love this game so much. One of the best.
Super Mario 3D World!
Coming in at 4th place is Super Mario 3D World. Man, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I really love 3D World. When I played it for this binge, the game that is one spot above it was already above it, but this was my second favorite game after I beat it. The soundtrack's great. I'm going to compliment the soundtrack of every Mario game. The soundtrack is one of my favorite things to talk about and involve myself with. The level design is really good. I am not a big fan of the 2D linear levels turned 3D. 3D Land was the lowest game on the list. 3D World is this high. That's actually really crazy and surprising to me. I didn't expect to love 3D World nearly as much as I do. I played it on Switch, so I got the boosted speed and everything like that, and the graphical upgrade. But, man, it's so much fun. I'm not going to keep talking about the music, but the music, the level design, and there's no really correlation between world themes, but it's okay. And I like to make the connection that this is the most Mario game out there, and I still think so after beating all the rest of them. And what I mean by that is, like, when you think of a Mario game, you think of the most happy time running around, jumping on enemies, jumping over platforms, platforming, all that, with vibrant colors, poppy music, all that. And that's what 3D World is, to a T, and I think it does the best job out of that, out of any Mario game that I've played, and it's just really fun. It brings back the Super Mario Bros. 2 USA thing, where you can play as 4 different characters, but then eventually you can unlock Rosalina, so then it's 5 characters. The tribute to Galaxy in this game, honestly, is actually really cool as well, because a lot of the music from this game, or in this game, comes from Odyssey. I mean, Galaxy. What am I talking about? And yeah, I don't know. It's just that much fun. The boss fight, oh my goodness, the boss fights are incredible. Some of the best boss fights in the whole series, in my opinion, including the final Bowser boss fight, which is not really a boss fight, you're more so just running from him, and then you hit the POW block at the end, but that fight is really fun too. The game is just so joyful. I 100%ed it, except for getting all the stamps, because I didn't want to beat the game 5 times. But yeah, I got all the other stamps, I got all the green stars, I beat every level, I touched the top of the flagpole on every level. And yeah, I had so much fun. I love this game so much. And yeah, I'm super excited to get into the top 3.
It's me, Mario!
We've made it to the top 3. Number 3 on the list is Super Mario 64. This one really pains me. Like, this top 3 is really close. It's really hard to decide between these 3. But yeah, Super Mario 64 was my favorite Mario game at the time when I played it, and it stuck to that title all the way up until I played the one that's right above it. And honestly, I don't know, it's really tough, man, but it has probably the best atmosphere out of any Mario game. The atmosphere in Peach's Castle is insane in the way that each level you jump through a painting and it teleports you into a brand new world. Like, the way it executes that, you start off outside the castle with no music, nothing to hear but little birds and your footsteps, and you go in the castle and the music starts playing. This game has the best overall soundtrack in any Mario game ever, in my opinion. None of the tracks quite meet that standard of, well, it's not a standard, but that quality of the end credits theme from Super Mario World, in my opinion, but overall this soundtrack is probably better, and the GOAT Koji Kondo, he can do no wrong. Even for levels that I don't care about, like the water levels are not great. Water and Mario do not mix very well, but the 2 water levels in the game are not the best levels. They're probably my least favorite levels in the game, but that song, bro, that song is amazing. Every song is amazing. The levels, I'm gonna do a ranking of the Mario 64 levels at some point in my life. I love them all. At 100% of this game, I got all 120 stars. I loved it so much, and it feels like almost like a fever dream. It feels like this mystical, fantastical, like, it's like not a dark fantasy, but it has a similar feeling to like a fantasy movie. And like the way that it feels, the castle, the music, that whole atmosphere that I was mentioning earlier is just perfect. Lethal Lava Land is a great example of that. You're in the basement, you don't know what to expect, and the first painting you're likely to see is this really scary demon fire face thing. And I thought I was playing a horror game all of a sudden, and then I jumped through the painting, and the music complements that, and the whole game, the graphics are obviously not the best, but they remind me of, like, I don't know how to put what I'm saying into words. Like the graphics in the game, and the way, specifically the way that the pokies look. The pokies, like the way it's like it looks like a 2D image, and then it just like flips around every time you turn. Like, I don't know. I just love how that looks. The game plays very well. Mario's never controlled better up until that time. It was really the first big 3D platformer ever, and they did a great job. Obviously, it's not perfect. I'm super biased. I think it's amazing. The Bowser fight's kind of whatever, but that's okay because literally every other aspect of the game is monumental, and it is a game. This being number 3, it's really saying something. It should be number 1, but the other 2 are just above it. And this top 3, like, I gave 3D World and Mario World both 5 stars as well, 10 out of 10, but really this is where the, like, in my top video games of all time list starts, with 64 and the 2 that are above it. Let's see what the competition is. Our runner-up is Super Mario Galaxy from 2007. This game is actually insane. Like, when I played 64, I didn't think anything would beat it. I 100% think that Super Mario Galaxy is a better game. And it's weird because I have no nostalgia bias for this game. All the people that are my age grew up with this game and have it as their favorite Mario game ever because of the nostalgia for it. I never played it until this binge ranking, so this was my first experience with it, and I absolutely loved it. I don't know why. I played it on the Switch 3D All-Stars version on my Switch 2, and yeah, it was just a blast, man. I did use the motion controls because I wanted to be more authentic to the experience, so I used the Joy-Cons with the motion controls, and it was just amazing. All the bosses are great. This has the second best atmosphere, right behind 64 in a Mario game. This soundtrack, actually, this might be the best Mario soundtrack, honestly. It's so good. It's so orchestral, and it's so beautiful. It puts me to tears sometimes. Speaking of putting me to tears, the storytelling here is the best you'll ever find in a Mario game. Rosalina's backstory that is told through her storybook is tragic, it's beautiful, it's amazing. Everything about this game is incredible. All the different galaxies you fly to. I didn't technically 100% it, but I did get 120 stars as Mario. I didn't want to replay the entire game as Luigi, simply because I had a lot of other games to play. But yeah, some of the Luigi stars were some of my favorite stars in the game. I loved it. I loved Luigi's purple coins. I thought that was a really fun challenge. It didn't take me as many tries as I thought it was going to, but yeah, I really loved the game. All the different, and the Comet Observatory, dude. The Comet Observatory is one of the best hub worlds in any video game I've ever experienced. Rosalina is pretty. I think I'm ready to say she's pretty far and away the best Mario princess, and if not, then Peach, obviously. But from that one game, Rosalina really had a lot more character development than Peach has ever had. I have not played any of the Mario RPGs, so I'm not speaking on those. I'm speaking on the mainline games. But yeah, what comes in first place gives Peach some more development. But yeah, Rosalina is just great, and everything. Just I keep saying everything about the game is amazing. Everything about the game is amazing, but that statement is so true. That's why I keep repeating it. Like, the controls are really good. It plays like 64, but the spin jump, or not the spin jump like from Super Mario World, but the spin when you shake the Wii remote to spin with the Luma. That move is so crucial to the gameplay, and it really makes everything so much better. There's certain stars that you can time really specific jumps with that spin, and it makes it even faster. It's just so much fun to move through these galaxies, and just everything feels so atmospheric and so lonely in a way, and it's just, I absolutely love it. I will be coming back to this game several times in my life. It's one of my favorite games ever now, and it's my second favorite Mario game of all time. Only second to And coming in at first place is Super Mario Odyssey. Man, like, it wasn't even really a competition. It's kind of sad now that I've played Odyssey that how this is how you make a Mario game, dude. Like how astronomically better this is than every other game in the entire franchise, in my opinion. Just every kingdom is flowing with personality. New Donk City's probably my favorite. The Moon Kingdom is another really good one though, and the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh my gosh, the tribute to 64 is just incredible. But Mario is never controlled better. Happy's a great addition. Every movement Mario does is smooth. It looks great, and the cinematic story that they went for, it's not like the best story in the world. The most, like, you know, Rosalina's backstory is a lot more in depth in Galaxy. But the Odyssey, the cinematic story of Bowser trying to go to all these kingdoms and get things to marry Peach, and then the way it all comes together in those final like 3 minutes of gameplay mixed with the last cutscene of the main game, that is the best character development any of the Mario characters have ever had. Best character moment, best moment in any Mario game, probably, in my opinion. And yeah, I did not 100% it. There's 800 and something moons. I will definitely be going back to getting more of those later down the road, but for the purpose of this ranking and for the purpose of me being excited to be done with this, I have to add it here without 100%ing it. I got like 250 something moons though, so I'll take that for sure. Man, everything. New Donk City was so amazing. Every kingdom though, every single kingdom is great. And like, I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan, so New Donk City really blew me away. And the entire, you saw the edit, the entire Donkey Kong tribute to New Donk City in the traditional festival level was actually amazing. It brought tears to my eyes, honestly, and it's just absolutely incredible. Not to even mention the capture mechanic, which lets you become every enemy in the game pretty much, and at the end, after the final Bowser boss fight, which is amazing too, by the way, after that final Bowser boss fight, you can become Bowser and you have to break through the moon to escape with both of us. Oh my, that like actually absolutely blew me away. The capture mechanic is great, and that's just like the best use of it, and they saved it for the end, and just that's what I mean by the last 3 minutes of gameplay. Oh my, it's so good. And the Brutals are a nice change of pace from the Koopalings as well. They're obviously not the new best, or the new and improved best Mario villain ever, but they're really solid, and their boss fights were really good. And the boss fights that aren't Bowser and the Brutals, like I don't remember their names, but the rock guy and the big dragon and all those boss fights were really good too. So just like, I want to play Odyssey again, man. I'm so in love, and yeah. Well, that's it. This has been my ranking of all 21 mainline Super Mario games. And yeah, it was a blast. This entire like 2.5, almost 3 month period of doing this was amazing. This video was really fun to make, and just I loved this experience. Now I can say I've played every Mario game, and most of them were really fun. I'm so in love with Odyssey, man. I just want to play it again. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna move on to another ranking soon, and yeah, I'm just really happy I did this. And yep, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed watching, hearing my arbitrary opinions, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.